Hey, everybody, how's it going? Happy Mother's Day.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Happy Mother's Day.
I know we got a lot of moms out there. Hopefully, everybody called their mom at least today if they didn't send them something.
Mm-hmm. Welcome, Big Tank Hank, Olivia. Kevin's here. Welcome.
What's up, Bigfoot?
Griffin. Welcome.
How's everybody doing today?
Sandy. Brienne's here. Welcome.
What's up,
Patrick.
Sandy.
Welcome. It's been a chill day today. We haven't done anything like normal. We never do anything.
Same old, same old.
Mm-hmm.
She orders me around, bosses me around.
You've done nothing but watch True Blood today.
Hey, I did come down and fill up like a half a dozen fish tanks.
You supervised a couple that you did.
And we started to get a plan for next week because next week will be my last week relatively close to home. So
yeah, we need to move the rice fish back outside. They're still pretty heavy. They're not, but I would say 30 gallons at the most, but they're still pretty heavy to move up the stairs outside. So we either need to drain them or wait for them to evaporate so we can move them. But did you guys have any plans today? Any lunches? Any breakfasts? Any dinner
brunches?
plans?
Any big brunches? What's up, Mike? Select Pet. Hey.
Welcome.
Hey, Crystal. That was on cue. Jinx, that's you. Boom. Oh, no, the big plan is next week, hopefully, after work, I'll be able to start moving the tanks, the tubs back out. But that'll be a whole nother thing. Chef, tell me exactly where she wants them.
Same place.
All that stuff.
Same place.
Bet it changes, guys.
No.
What do you want to bet?
No. It was the best place. It was kind of snug up to the house. And it was close to an extension cord.
She'll change it. Don't worry. It's kind of like the fish room. There'll always be an.
The only thing I want to change right now about the fish room that is like legitimately bugging me is the cord situation. And for some reason, I want to repaint. I want to finish painting like this area. But because I don't have any more of this color, that means I need to pick out a whole new color. But the cords drive me crazy. And it seems like every few months we'll rearrange not really rearrange, but unplug everything and organize. And then somehow it gets all jumbled up again. It drives me crazy.
That's cool. Select Pet made some fish rescues today.
Oh, that's cool.
For rehoming and rescue program he started. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
And the real main question is, what kind of fish?
What kind?
Yeah, please let us know.
Like the saddest thing that happened, I guess, this week, honestly, is my oldest goldfish, the oldest fish I had, passed away. And that goldfish had to be at least 15 plus years old, at least. And so now that there's a couple some really tiny goldfish left in that tank, but I might move them outside into the pond and then get that 75-gallon all prepped for the ACA when I'm down there, and I let other people be like, that's cool, be like, okay.
But if we do the cichlid thing, I want to do a community type tank. If you're going to do that, I want to do something.
I want like some really cool, like on the smaller side cichlids, but I don't know. I've seen pictures and I've screenshotted a couple, and I can't remember what they are off the top of my head.
Hey, Muppet.
But they were smaller and really colorful, and they were really cool. But when you're going down there in company, in which that will be there, I'll be like, okay, what's your recommendations? And I will get that.
Hey, Dave.
But we might like rescape it, drain it down, let it be empty for like a month or two, and then see where it goes. I don't know. A random fish store trip between now and then will probably fill that tank.
Oh, paradise fish, a couple tiny baby iridescent sharks, convicts, of course, he says.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I've made 2 convict pickups in 3 days.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. He said they breed worse than rabbits.
That's what I've heard from all the... Did we say hi to Patty? Welcome, Patty.
No, we hadn't said hi to Patty or Monster Fish Gal.
Muppet.
I said hi to Muppet. I had
Welcome to another random rainy Sunday live chat.
Well, it's been a rainy Sunday, and I was looking at the forecast for next week, and the temperatures are not going to be crazy
it's
low.
It's going to be 60s, but those rice fish will handle 60s. It's just...
Well, the low temperatures only... It's not dropping as hard. It's going to drop into
the only reason
45, 50.
And they'll be okay. The only reason why I moved them in there is because they are smaller, and I thought it would freeze completely because we don't even have air stones on them. They're just completely
self-sufficient.
Still. There's still some floating plants in there, but they would have froze. But they like colder water.
Yeah.
So they'll be okay. It's just... One, I'm lazy and he's stronger, so he's gonna have to do the brunt of the work.
I get to carry them all upstairs.
4.
Yeah.
There's 4 of them that's in our pool table room. That's honestly just a catch-all room.
It's a catch-all room, and that's where the kids and every other...
Mm-hmm. The neighbor kids like to lay on the pool table and watch the TV. But
yeah. The baby iridescent shark still intrigued me.
We had an iridescent. I always want to call it an incandescent, but it's an iridescent shark. I've had 2 in my lifetime.
If it was incandescent, it'd be a light bulb.
Mm-hmm. We had that one, and we had it for a long time, but I don't know what happened. It just stopped eating. But yeah.
So that's my plan after I get home from work, after she tells me all the other stuff I got to do.
He makes it sound like I have some kind of long list, and all he has to do is like clean up and watch True Blood.
Well, hang on, folks. Let's go back. I can rewind this real quick to the garden, the plants.
Well, that was last
else.
week. We're talking about this week. The plants are doing really good. The catastrophe of remember when I left the seeds out and it got rained on, and it thought they were all going to sprout in the packages. I was like, we got to do something with this or throw them away or something. So we just seeded everything I could possibly put seeds in. And so far, everything's still doing okay. I think they're doing better than when I tried to do it properly.
Yeah, a lot of it is actually sprouting. Thank you, Kevin.
Oh, thank you.
Happy Mother's Day to you. And both of our moms, we've already made the phone calls and done all that wonderful stuff.
My sister is coming back from the beach today, so she took a family beach trip for the first time, and I was jealous because she went around the same area we went last year, and I was like, I want to go. I was trying to get him. I'm like, okay, I know it's Thursday and you have to work. Is there let's just take off. Let's just go. But no.
Well, we could have, but then we'd have had to figure out how you were going to do a live stream from the beach, which I
would have made it work.
You would have tried to do it.
No, I would have probably had to give up my Aquashella trip because I did finally officially halfway book Aquashella. I booked the hotel. We're still working on. I'm still trying to talk him into going with me, but I think I'll probably end up traveling and meeting up with familiar faces on the way there. I've texted a lot of people like, how are you getting there? You flying or driving? Because I can try to book the same flight as you to have company.
Oh, true that. Rocco's Fish Room. Yeah, true that. for any of the dads out there pulling double duty, being mom too.
Yes.
That does happen.
I was pulling dad duty too until I re-met Jesse, and I was like, you're a blessing. This boy needs a dad.
He is a boy.
He is you.
Always a good boy.
He is. He's my blood and your personality. He'll do fine.
They're all good. Oh, there's Q. Q's Aquatics. Hey, how's it going? Happy Sunday, Mother's Day.
Welcome, Q. Oh, I am really bad at Facebook messages, and she wanted to know. She's got a purple lilac bush, and I texted her a picture of our white lilac bush, and she wanted to know how old it was, and I did not know.
The white one that I have out front is about,
I would say
12.
10.
About 12 years old.
But yeah, I will act like I'm checking the mail and just go sniff the lilac bush.
Hey, Jess, what's up?
You wait all year for like 3 days of that, and it smells just like straight up the best perfume ever.
Hey, Swiss. No,
Priscilla.
that's completely off topic, but that used to be the big thing. My grandmother was big into the lilac bushes, and that was always the big thing in the spring. She had purple and white, and she would always every day pick a new bouquet of them and put them on the kitchen table, and it would smell up the house.
Good.
And for you people out there with allergies, I apologize.
I will deal. That's one of the few plants I will deal with itchy eyes for, because it just smells so good. Jess, I booked Orlando, but I'm hoping to go to all of them. But I'm going to figure out how I'm going. We'll worry about the others when they get here. I need to schedule more clients at work, apparently.
Yeah,
but we stayed at a Gaylord before at Texas, and it's a really cool place to stay at. So I'm assuming this one is going to be the same. They have like a sailboat. You know how when we walked in they had like the place we walked through.
Yeah,
they have like
just
a big
the main entrance, the lobby,
a koi pond, and a sailboat in there.
Huh?
It's like cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's neat. I've always noticed though on the white ones to me seem to smell stronger than the purple.
I don't.
But that's just my personal opinion.
We gave them for our mother as a Mother's Day present. 3 years ago now? It's been a while. But I was like, we have to get these for Mom because they smell so good.
Yes. I got her mom a lilac bush for Mother's Day several years ago, and it is still doing okay.
She finally stopped moving it around.
Yeah, they kept pulling it up and replanting it.
My grandma kept digging it up. She has a thing for digging ditches. Every time you go to Grandma's house, she's like, we digged a new ditch. And I was like, okay. And she kept moving around the lilac bush. And now it's doing good.
Well, and if your grandma's going to dig ditches like that, and since we've talked about that, we need to just bring her over and let her dig a really nice ditch in the backyard for the little stream we want to build.
Yeah.
Just have her dig the ditch, and then that way I don't have to. That would be a lot nicer on me.
It's random.
And then I could go ahead and clean it up when she was done digging her ditch.
Mm-hmm. Was there anything fish related you would like to talk about?
Besides the fact how much you're going to hurt my back carrying all these tubs out?
Yeah, we really probably should move those. But they just do better outside. When they're outside, they multiply. And when they were inside, they still did well. They just didn't do as well as outside. So.
Oh, Q says that she thinks I was right on that.
Don't tell him he's right, Q.
Well,
but yeah,
Well,
I
it's just
don't
my
know.
general opinion.
I haven't. The neighbor has a purple one a few houses over, but I think they might think I'm weird if I go up there and just sniff their lilac bush, but don't put it past me. I need to compare.
Select pet. Let's get Grandma a backhoe and say, have at it. Not this lady. No, not this lady, bud.
She's called
Or
the
whoever,
city
sorry.
to help dig some of
Oh
her.
my goodness.
Like, I don't.
Oh, this lady. You just have to know her.
I love
it's
her.
ridiculous.
She's my grandma, but I don't.
It's just ridiculous what her grandma does.
Mm-hmm.
She gets something in her head and will not, absolutely not let it go.
Well, we are related.
I know. Hence, everything around me, folks. Not let it go.
Nah, I'm stubborn in a good way. Mm-hmm.
No, I believe that on certain things. Till you start bossing me around like normal. Hey, T-Bone. Hey, Danikin.
Hi, Danikin.
How's it going? How's your Mother's Day going? Hey, John Larson.
Welcome.
Happy Mother's Day. There's been a lot of moms in here I've already seen fly through. Wishing all of you the very best.
For those of you who know me well, know that Starbucks is my, that's what I look forward to in the morning. And Starbucks has been closed for 4 days. So I had no coffee this morning. And then.
So that didn't kick her Mother's Day off very well.
No. So then I decided to clean the bathroom. And then that led to doing the laundry, which led to, since I was in the laundry room, cleaning up the puppies. And then I drank probably too much Red Bull. So that was my day. And my mom brought me a Starbucks gift card too last night from Brighton. And Starbucks, they have some kind of plumbing issue. And I was like, dang it, I even called them. I'm like, you guys wouldn't happen to be open today. And they're like, no. I'm like, no. I'm one of those that get there early to avoid the line.
Oh, Kevin says you got to get some Starbucks over.
I almost drove the 20 miles to the next one over today, and I told Jesse, I was like, if I had the money, I would open a second one across town.
John, if we had 6 Starbucks within a mile from our house, that would be insane. Everyone at every one of them would know her.
I know this is random and totally not fish related, but I have watched and studied frothing milk, getting the temperature right, adding the proper. I've spent way too much money on certain syrups to get it to taste just right. And why does it taste so much better than mine?
Well, Rocco had a recommendation of some coffee we got to get off of Amazon. He says it's the best.
Yeah, I even got a coffee grinder, all this stuff. I got to make sure it's heated just. I've got it close, but there's just something about it. I'm one of those they got me.
Yes, she needs a part-time job at Starbucks.
They've offered it to me. They have.
Yeah, she
and
needs
the Dollar General store lady. They're like, you're here a lot. Do you want to just work here? I'm like, but that would take the fun out and come and talking to you.
I think that's half the reason she goes to Starbucks. She just likes to drive there.
Well,
it's just to drive to Starbucks.
They asked me how my day is.
Oh, Geek Boy, second stream in a row about coffee.
Yeah, coffee and food. Coffee and food.
Oh.
Yeah, Red Bull's not good. And I stopped drinking it for 10 years. And then I'd get so tired in the afternoons and I couldn't. I would try all kinds of things. And Red Bull, it gave me wings and it got me through the day. And then I started drinking it again. But I probably should just go back to taking B12 vitamins and it would probably.
I'm going to agree with Mike. So you can have all the Starbuckses. I'll never use them. Me neither. I like my regular old coffee.
Yeah, I'll drink it if I need to, but I like my espresso. I don't know why. I just do.
Oh, you're getting all kinds of different suggestions here about different types of coffee.
Yeah, I've tried. I've tried all kinds of them. I still buy them, and I still attempt to like. And I got gypped. I bought like, how much was it? It was like $600, an insane amount, an embarrassing amount of money. I bought one of those really nice espresso machines, and it said it was delivered, but it was never delivered. And so they got me.
She got scammed.
They got me good. And so I just gave up. I was like, oh man, I was like so forward to one of those. I was like, I'm going to do this myself. But yeah, coffee, food. That's
Coffee, food, and then she's back onto the fish. That's how she gets started towards the fish, if anybody wanted to know.
Mm-hmm. I'm just excited about the upcoming things, and I want to order. I probably don't need to order. I want to order a few more things now that the weather's getting like dependent. Like, what's the word? Just nice. It's just nice. I know.
Well, the weather's calmed down. It's being more consistent.
Yeah. English. And I'm just indecisive, really. I'm just really indecisive. Every time I look, there's a new thing. I'm like, that's cool.
Well, Patrick, everybody must have been thinking about it today.
It was a rainy morning, and it was a little chilly, and it just sounded really good. And I could drink coffee all day. I could drink coffee all day and then go right and take a nap. I've done it. Thank you. Thank you, Geek Boy. Thank you.
Yeah, it has it's got to start somewhere. Yes, it does. It's got to start.
Like,
somewhere.
I was watching videos on the one. I can't remember which one I ordered. It's been a little while ago, but I was doing research to know how to properly do everything. I was like, I'm so excited. Like the small things. No, it didn't work out for me. And I told him when I ordered it, I was like, this seems really too good to be true, but it seems legit.
Yeah. No. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Geek Boy. That just made her smile. That was so.
Oh, espresso makes me happy.
Yeah. Yeah, Rich T's right. You and Haley, coffee all day.
Yes. But her
husband
makes it for her, brings it to her, perfectly made and like measured. She just is like, coffee with it.
She probably doesn't have the specifications that you want.
Oh, I don't know.
Hers probably is like 14 pounds of sugar
and Haley,
and a little bit of cream.
Me and Haley. Well, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, she's probably 14 pounds of sugar. Blah.
Well,
a little bit of coffee.
I don't know if I know she likes creamer. I don't know about. It's been too long, but I know I'm a coffee snob. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Thank you, Q. We got some fertilizer.
All right.
Rich Tea espresso machine fun. Thank you, guys. It just makes me happy. Like, you know, like I was getting to the point where I was, this is nerdy, but like I was measuring it in a regular little on the stove pot, and then I had my whisk and I was whisking it. I was like, this is perfectly frothed. And yeah, I was a coffee nerd, way too far into the rabbit hole, but it was fun while it lasted. In a pinch, I could make it.
Oh, thank you, ScienceGal Aquatics. She's on a high right now about coffee.
Well, see, they understand.
Well, I would say a lot of people live on it. I live on my coffee in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm gonna agree with John Larson. Sugar is the reason for the Starbucks addiction. Yes.
Yeah, see, my go-to is the white chocolate mocha with an extra espresso shot. And I would probably order 2 espresso shots in it if I didn't feel so guilty. And I I do need to probably take care of my heart a little bit. But that's I dream about it. In fact, that's the first thing I woke up. I was like, I wonder if they're open today.
No, not open
No,
today.
not open today.
No, everybody pray for my back this week when she starts cracking the whip, making me go up the stairs with these
I help
tubs.
them. I help. I try.
Kevin, with coffee snob.
I am a coffee snob. I'm not a snob, I promise, on very many things. But coffee is probably one of them. I'll hold it if I don't like it and smell it.
No, tell them what you actually do if you don't like it.
I'll just dump it down the sink.
No, the other thing you don't do if I'm there.
I don't know. What do I do?
Drink this.
Oh yeah, drink this. I don't like it.
I don't like this. Drink this.
Wait, I don't want to waste it.
And there I am stuck in holding a coffee going, this is, I'll drink it.
Sugar with a little bit of coffee. Yes.
Yeah. Would you like a little bit of coffee with your sugar and sweetener?
Mm-hmm.
I guess so. I'm going to go ahead and drink it.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, and I waited I don't think I started drinking coffee till I was in my 20s. So I guess I waited. I don't know the average. I don't know when people start drinking coffee.
Rocco, that's why I have high blood pressure. You can't blame it on the coffee. Never, ever blame it on the coffee. Blame it on something else. Stress.
Him.
Yeah. Your significant other, one or the other. Blame it on something else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Well, have a wonderful dinner, Geek Boy. Have a good evening, buddy.
Yes.
Nope. I don't know what else. Ooh, big snail. Sorry, random ADD mug squirrel.
The clown. I told him today, I was like, the clown pleco's out. That's like a once in a lifetime experience. You need to come stare at this clown pleco for a while because it's never out ever. There's phases where you just don't see it for a few months and you're like, oh my gosh, there's a clown pleco in there.
And she did get some really good footage of that.
I was trying to make a little short of it because he comes, when he does make an appearance, it's just like quick and then goes back out, then comes back out and then goes back into, there's a little cave, little driftwood piece, but he was hanging on the glass. Then he'll scurry back and then he'll come back out. But I haven't seen him for a little while.
Well, your splendid tank over there caught my eye because there's a big old giant snail stuck to the right dead center of the back.
Yes. They eat everything. I'm surprised they left that one alone, but there is a big snail in that splendid tank.
Well, which I'm glad they are because that way my Madagascar plant does better.
Yeah, some of those Madagascar plants, some of the tanks it's done really well, some of the tanks not so well.
There's a reason they say high flow for those plants. You do not want to have snails on them. Well,
I think some of the tanks, I think there's just too many snails in there and they're eating them. And then the other tank, I think is the light because it's a like 5,000 plus lumens. I almost think the light's a little too bright. But other tanks, it does really well. So I don't know.
Well, thank you. Well done, Tanks. Joining while he's finishing up his work day.
Mm-hmm. We're going to talk to him soon.
Oh, cool.
Especially if I can ever get back at messaging and getting back at messages. I see them and then I get distracted.
You distracted? Surely not as bad as me.
I get distracted. Bryden was sick all last week and we still got some homework to make up. I'm glad it's almost the end of the school year. For me, not him.
Well, why? So you just
I can sleep in.
So you can keep helping him with his homework?
No, he does this one. He's better at some of this. He's in second grade, and some of that English stuff, he's like, Mom, you don't know what that is? And I'm like, no. He's like, well, let me tell you. And I'm like, okay, here you go. You don't need my help. You don't need my help.
Oh, I understand. Oh, shoot. Today's been a really easy day, honestly, for us. It's been fun.
Haven't done nothing except clean, play with puppies, eat some snacks,
top off a few tanks,
pick some algae.
Which that's a never-ending battle, really.
Mm-hmm. I need to feed the puffers when we're done and the gobies.
And I think that's why you like the outside tub stuff so much, because algae is your friend when it's outside.
Yeah, somewhat.
It makes shade, places for the baby fry to hide, the eggs. Algae outside.
I hate to pick it because you never know if there's eggs in it. And this tank behind him right here, I got the lights off because the algae is just crazy. But there's so many little baby shrimps in there that I hate to pick it because I don't want to accidentally pull one out. So we're like, we're just going to turn the lights off for a while and see what happens. We're just gonna sit.
But even the adult shrimp love it. They just run around.
They run all around on it, but it's a little much.
It's not what you would say is aesthetically pleasing to the eye.
But that light right there, it's like a plant growth light, and it's pretty potent, and it grows algae really well. But the shrimp, like I said, there's a bunch of yellow shrimp in that tank, and that's the one we have the most in. It's got a huge colony, and there's always little shrimplets in there, and they're always crawling all over that algae. But I have to pull it back every so often, but I don't want to lose anything by accident.
Or you could move some to other tanks.
I've done that too. There's shrimp in that tank now, and there's shrimp in that tank over there, that little 5-gallon over there. And I think that's it. No, there's shrimp in that one up there too, and there's shrimp in that one up there too. Those have the black ones. And these have the red ones. When I see red ones, I put the red ones in there.
And anybody else out there, what are your outside plants looking like? Because ours in our ponds are really taking off right now.
The pond lilies, like the little lilies, have really done really well. They're starting to bloom.
Yeah, ours have, well, the one
I've got 2 more that I bought that I need to put in something. They're just in the laundry room in a bag. I saved them for the dog. The dog got into the box and spread the lilies in the yard, and so we had to go pick them up, and now I need to figure out what to do with them. But we have 2 more, but they are doing great.
Yeah. Well, the one in the koi pond, I can't believe it just keeps coming back.
Yeah, this is what
after year.
The fourth
year for that
year,
one.
And we've accidentally uprooted it a few times. And it comes back with a vengeance. It really does.
Yeah. My outdoor type plants seem to be super hardy.
One of these years I'm really gonna get this water lettuce. I'm gonna buy it again this year, you guys. I'm gonna buy it again, and we're gonna see how it goes.
And she'll kill it again.
Oh, yeah. But I'm gonna try.
But that's just been our luck.
I don't know what happens to it. I don't know if it just gets too rained, because I know it's not, the leaves aren't supposed to get real wet. But I don't know.
That's just our luck. When they say that you can't do something, we can do it. When they say it's super easy, we somehow figure a way to mess it up really bad. When they say it's crazy hard, you probably can't do that without this special thing or that thing. It'll take off. And it's, I don't understand it. Can't understand it. So if anybody else out there has tips on outside plants with your ponds, please share. Or what works for you.
Yeah. And like what plants you use, because when we do go, like that one aquarium store we go to, they have a few different kinds, but it seems like we see the same 4 pond plants. It's the water lettuce. That one that looks like hornwort, but it's not hornwort.
Yeah.
And then the pond lilies. There's one other one we tried last year, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I thought there was one more that we tried.
Yeah, it was something.
I don't remember, but
it's still growing in the. in one of the rice fish tubs.
The hydrophilia, this one right here, there's a few left. I thought it died back, but it's kind of resprouting a little bit in that white cloud tub from the winter because I just didn't get all of it out. I tried to pull some of it out, but some of it got left in there. But it looks like it's coming back.
Well, yeah. And I've noticed if it gets too much sunlight, boy, does it turn a beautiful shade of purple. It turns like a really violet color.
Mm-hmm.
But the fish love it. They love to get underneath it for shade
and
enjoy swimming around. They do. What else, sweetheart?
I don't know. It's just going to be a crazy week. My mom's got surgery. I got a doctor's appointment and a dentist appointment all this week. So it's just going to be one of those. Probably not a whole lot going on in the fish room this week. Just craziness of doctor crap this week. But
well, yeah, you're doing that. I'm moving back further away. And then the following week, I got to go out of town. So it's going to be an interesting.
But the fish tanks look great today.
They do. Yeah. We'll have to try to set up for a stream coming up quickly for everybody. I'll just do a whole.
Like a little tour.
Yeah.
I'll send the link to my cell phone and we'll make it work. We'll figure it out.
Or if it's a nice day, we can take them out to the ponds and show
I wanted
them.
to try to do that, but the signal goes out almost. When you're almost at the pond, the signal gets really weak. So I'm not sure. We'll just have to see what we can do.
Yeah, if we can take them out there. Well, I'd like to show them our mosquito fish. I'm really proud of those.
They're still skittish when you walk up there, but they're getting better, getting used to, if you walk slow and you feed them, they'll at least come out so you can see them now. There for a while, they just hide. They just hide. They could they could feel your footsteps and they were just gone.
Hey, Kayla.
Welcome.
Yeah, I would like to show them the mosquito fish for sure because we're really proud of them.
They're gotten big.
Yeah, my uncle's tried to keep them in his aquarium and they just never.
Some of those, like those rosy red minnows, I've tried to keep them in the aquarium too, and they just kind of disintegrate. But when I moved them outside, they took off. So I don't know.
Well, and I'm still big into anything we can keep that's wild caught. So
yeah, you like that.
Yeah, I like native stuff and wild caught stuff. So
yeah, well, eventually probably his son will go fishing and catch another bass at some point. We'll try it again. Just give us a reason to get another big tub for the backyard.
Oh yeah,
that was it was in thought a great home, and he doesn't have that dog anymore. So does mom, so I don't have to worry about him eating fish for dinner.
Yeah, taking it out of the tub.
And the puppies,
or if it jumped, we don't know.
I assume it was a mix of both. I assume it jumped and he was just there waiting.
Standing closely to the.
I feel like it was a mix of both.
Okay.
But we have more netting options too now than we did in years past, so kind of help.
Yeah. Well, the only one I'd worry about getting in it would be Simba. Mm-hmm. Would be the only one that would try to see if he could play with the fish.
Yeah, when it's frozen this past winter, it froze and he used it as a springboard over the fence to get out. But when it's defrosted, he's not so apt to jump on them. He doesn't like the water.
No.
But he will eat the pond pump. He will dig the pond pump out of them. I don't know if I don't know how he does it. If he just works his way up from the cord or drags. I'm not sure how he does it, but he does have a knack for eating my pond pumps. That he does.
Yeah,
I'm like, no.
He enjoys taking pond pumps out.
Why'd you do that?
However he does it, and we don't really know.
He's sneaky like that.
Yes.
Then we're about to have 3 more of them.
Yeah.
Well, we have 3 more.
Well, we
They're
have
little.
3 more, but
They're so cute. They're starting to walk. The little puppies are starting to walk and wag their tails now, and they're so cute.
well, I went down there before I came down here. I went back there, and yeah, the big one, he can get going pretty good, but the problem is he can't stop, or what stopping is falling.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't really just stand. He just kind of flops over on his head most of the time.
I was thinking about getting a little striped bass and keeping it in my tub, but only till June. Then the water will be too hot.
Yeah, if you don't have a way to keep it circulating or something huge
They like
for them to
air.
hide under, massive air stone. They can handle the water getting pretty hot, but massive air stone.
Yeah.
That's what we had to have on the one we had before. Was a massive air stone. Well, I think it goes along with his appetite.
I was reading that, and I was just thinking about when I was a kid, and I caught those catfish, and I put them in our bathtub, and I didn't tell my mom, and she walked into the bathroom, and she screamed because there was catfish in the bathtub. I don't know why that made me think of that.
Well, you was trying to cool them down.
Yeah.
They needed water, so you figured you just put them in the bathtub.
It worked.
I mean, technically, it is a tub. It does hold water. It works.
It works.
And if you have the faucet running nonstop, I mean, you are aerating the water to a certain degree.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. See, you were trying.
It'll hit 95 in the middle of June. That is hot.
Ouch. Man, that'd be hard to figure out how to cool it unless you were taking some water out and putting cool or fresh water in every day, or
yeah. We tried the frozen water bottle thing, and it seemed like it worked, but it was a lot of like, about the time we put them in there and walked away, we needed to add a different one.
Yeah, but I mean, it would kick it down several degrees.
It still worked, but I'm lazy. Don't try and get the lazier I get. So I need efficiency. I want it to work like that.
She wants the absolute least amount of effort, which is why I have to come up with these weird ideas of how to fix this stuff. And it's a never-ending battle.
Yeah.
Well, it's my job, I guess.
What's your favorite part of this fish room? Like, that you enjoy?
That I enjoy?
Uh-huh.
Probably the plants and...
Well, like, that you like to do, not just stare at. Like, when you come in down here, we have all this work to do. You're like, I want to do this because that's just more fun than the rest.
The only thing I could probably think of that I like to do the most is whenever you tell me there's a pump not working that you want me to fix.
No.
Because then at least I get to get out of the fish room for like 2 minutes. Because I got to take the pump with me upstairs to my workshop.
To the kitchen?
Yes. To the fun stuff, to where all my tools are.
I freeze a 1-gallon jug and hang over the top of a small pond to cool the water in the summer. The psychedelic hippocampus. That's a good idea.
That is smart.
See, we would probably not use the tiniest things we could possibly put water in to freeze. That might help too.
Well, bigger is always better.
Yeah. But we use the smaller Gatorade things because if we give the kids the bigger ones, they'll spill it. So.
Yeah, so we always have Gatorade jugs laying around.
But they're the smaller ones.
Everywhere. Constant.
It's true. It's true.
Oh, fan works too. That's what I'll do. I'll get her out there with a bed sheet.
Well,
And
there's just
fanning
no.
it. There we go. That's a good idea.
That's not what I meant.
I know what he meant.
There's no power outlet. That's because I put a fan out there for the dogs because I'm afraid they get too hot, and I would put a fan over there too. But there's no power outlet. That's the reason. Like right now, the only little pump I have on there is like the little. I think it's still down here, in here somewhere. They're like little solar bird feeder. No, I must have carried it upstairs. Little bird feeder solar pumps that I put in that mosquito fish tub because there's no outlet. I can't. So it at least kind of circulates the water a little bit. And they work pretty well. I ordered 3 of them and I've got one outside. The other ones I haven't moved out there yet.
Well, it said it saved my honey this winter during the Texas blackout. I can believe it.
I don't think it's down here. They were down right here.
That's awesome. I still had 4 jugs left in the freezer. Oh, shoot.
Oh, Big J, and you have the same daytime temp. He cools off more at night, and his tubs stay a little cooler.
Okay. Yeah, there's my kind of problem solving. 100-foot cord.
See, it's just when I see a cord, it just
She
automatically
hates cords, guys.
makes my heart race.
Everyone, she hates cords.
I hate to see power cords on like a kitchen counter. It just drives me crazy. I don't know why, but it's one of those
Cords, cluster, anything. Yeah, so it's a constant battle. So more of the
Oh, it
tanks
just
down
drives me
here
nuts.
that get established that don't even have anything on them anymore. Oh, she's happy camper.
Yeah, we
Less
tried burying
cords.
it, but the dog unburied it. We tried that. We did do a good job when we tore apart the pond and reassembled the rock pile, and we did do a good job with the cords.
Have you posted that video?
No, because we're still waiting for the pond to clear up. It's cleared up. It's just not as clear as I know it can be, but the pump keeps getting clogged, so we turn it off, and then
Hey,
Yeah.
Punchy.
so it's just one of those things. Oh, Pam's here. Hi.
Oh, I seen her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If she'll post that, you'll see what I did. I got a little tricky with that one.
Mm-hmm. I was just waiting for it to clear up a little bit more. By the time it clears up, then something happens. But
Oh, John Larson says all his go to is tortoises heat lamps. Yeah. Well, we just got one major one that goes out to the
yeah, there's
koi
just one.
pond. And that's the only major one we have going out there. And
Mhm.
I could bury it if I wanted to.
Oh, we tried somewhat, but the dogs just the lovely dogs.
Well, I've lightly buried it, but that was just because of we have a wonderful flower bed that's encased in pea gravel, so it's pretty easy to bury it. But if I wanted to bury it, I could. One power strip to each outlet. Yeah, she would like that idea. That's a good idea. That would.
I can't even.
And-
It's just that direction. It's all behind these tanks right behind here. I don't know why it bugs me so much, but I guess it's a good thing because it doesn't get crazy. But I've tried last time I reorganized that, I got like the zip ties out and I got it all it looked good, but it just doesn't. I don't know why it just gets retangled.
Because then a week later she changes something or moves something. So then that means the zip tie's got to get cut, which then means you got to move the plug, and then you got another
I'm just
wire.
whining. It just happens. But I think Skipper just started. So is there anything you want to say before we go watch Skipper?
No, besides Chalupa No Tomato says love the solar bird bath one.
They do work surprisingly well. I ordered one the first time and I was like, man, I like this. So then I went back and ordered 2. So now I have 3. But we have the hard water build up really bad. So I was like, I was going to hold on to the other 2 because I knew that first one was going to get built up, which it did. And I'm not really sure how to clean it besides just vinegar and scrubbing it. But, oh, he did cancel. Okay, Skipper canceled. But they work really great, is my point. They really do. And they have like a couple different attachments that you can put on it so you can make the fountain look a little different, but they work really well.
They do.
They do.
And I'm glad we bought more than one.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm good. If you're good.
He just wants to watch True Blood.
She's right, and she started this.
I won't
For
let him.
everybody out there, she started this.
Well, see, it's really inappropriate if you guys have watched it for the kiddos. So when his daughter was upstairs, he couldn't watch it. So now that his daughter got picked up and Brighton's down here building Roblox houses, he can go upstairs and watch it. So that's what he'll do.
She started this. This was her suggestion of a show that we could watch together. And then now it's me watching it, and she just comes in and goes, oh, yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm. They're supposed to be rebooting it, but I don't know if it's true or not. But I gotta get you on another one after this is over, and I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe Lost or something.
That's a fun time of year, John. But man, does that stink up the place?
The baby chick.
Yes.
His mom usually has baby chicks at some point.
Oh, I grew up
year.
with that. We had them in the garage. We'd have like 8 to 10 dozen in cardboard boxes,
Mm-hmm.
and getting them ready to take them up to the chicken house when they were strong enough to handle the outside temperatures and everything, and you could introduce them with the rest of the chickens. Oh my goodness, it's a lot of work, but they are cute. They're kind of like little puppies. They're so fluffy
Mm-hmm.
and pretty,
Mm-hmm.
but boy, do they have a smell.
Yeah. Well, I like you, and
Yeah, I
you
smell
guys
too.
smell.
Thanks.
Love you, darling.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
War of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she doesn't reveal the ending to me on anything.
He asks. He's like, just tell me. And I'm like, no. He's like, just tell me. I'm like,
She won't even tell me the
No.
part she does remember that doesn't even reveal
I'm
the
like,
ending.
just watch it. It's happening right now in real time. You can find out for yourself if you just watch and not ask me.
T-Bone, yeah, you're right. Almost all baby animals are cute.
They are cute.
Except maybe water dogs. They're always ugly.
No.
Water dogs, the hellbenders,
No.
they're on the Missouri's endangered species list.
Yeah.
They look like a cross between a salamander, and they live underwater, and they're absolutely they're neat looking, but they're wild. They're crazy looking. You just have to look it up.
I'll get
They're
right
the
on
thing
that.
I want that we can't have.
Yeah,
You have to have a license
I
to
know.
get them.
I got it. It just takes me a minute.
I would love to have one in an aquarium. That would be so cool.
I believe it.
But until I can talk to a conservation agent and figure out how I can procure one without getting in trouble, because I know where to get them, it's just not getting in trouble about it.
Well, even something that'd be like, ugh, I don't know about that. Besides, like, maybe like some weird spider. I'd be like, well, I could probably appreciate it for some kind of cute, but I don't know. There's probably some spider that no, I don't know if I can keep that. I don't know if I can do that, but most things are cute.
Patrick, don't tell. Yeah. Well, the problem is with technology. Unfortunately, if I had one, I would have to show it off.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone would eventually find me.
Yeah. Because we'd be like, look how cool this is. They'd be like, oh, damn it.
Well, John Larson's got a good point. If I talk to him and tell him I'm going to try to breed them, that would be, see if I could get a permit for that. That would be cool because I don't know of anybody that has them. I mean, I've never heard anybody have them.
It's probably for a good reason.
Well, I'm sure they're hard to keep.
I'm sure. Probably over my expertise level.
Well, they've been around forever. They're ancient. They date way, way back. So it'd be pretty cool to attempt it anyway. If they
Hi,
let
3G. Welcome.
if they would let me.
Yeah.
Oh, I can learn. That would, if there was something I would want to learn about, that would be one thing I would want to learn about. Yeah. Water dog, salamander.
I'd just be happy if my Tetra's bred, my Kerri Tetra's bred. I would just be happy with that.
Well, the thing I want is crazy looking, so not as crazy as me, but crazy looking. Well, is there nobody else going behind us? I suppose.
I think the next one, if it starts at 6, I feel like it's, but I'm not sure. Let me see. I feel like I'm missing a couple.
I feel as
Q's
though
at 6.
John knows something about these because he's going in the wild. Only 1 or 2 survive. Maybe in captivity, you might get 20 to release back into the wild. Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, yeah, if they'd let me do something like that where I could try to get them to breed and then release back 18 or 19 of them and keep one and then do it again would be neat. That would be awesome. That would be. And the other thing is, I would wonder what size either tank I would have to have because as adults here in Missouri, they get pretty big.
Yeah.
So, because most of the time they're the adults that I've seen, and I'm assuming they're adults, have been over a foot long.
Mm-hmm. I've just seen them in pictures, and they look like they get big, but it's hard to tell from a picture.
Well, I've seen them in real life, and they get pretty good size. So, and I know they prefer, which is one thing, be good for you. You ain't got to put a light on it. They don't like light.
I have lights. I just can't remember to turn
Darker the
lights
better.
off.
Oh, Select Pet. At our May Club meeting, our speaker is a professor that studies hellbenders and counts population based on their DNA in the water column. Wow. That's cool. Probably need a pond and a way to give them a current.
Sounds like a good idea.
Well, I know they'd have to have constant flow.
My fish tanks aquatics. I can't talk. Welcome to the chat.
Select Pet. They're on record being up to 29 inches. I can believe that.
Yeah.
I can 100% believe that. 'Cause I've seen several, and every time I've seen them, it's been late at night when we went fish gigging, and they move relatively quickly in the water, faster than what you would think for what they look like. You wouldn't think they'd be able to move that quick.
Mm-mm.
Oh, T-Bone, our Murray cods are slowly making a comeback in the wild after they nearly became an extinct species. Okay.
Darlene, welcome.
Well, that's pretty much what ours are here. They got them on the endangered list because unless you know where to go looking for them, they're kind of hard to find. And when I was a kid, I used to see a lot more of them, and now you don't see hardly any of them.
No.
Well, all my suspicions are correct. Psychedelic says they need gravel to build a nest. Well, everywhere I've ever seen them, they've been on a little bit of shelf rock and a lot of gravel.
I don't know anything about them.
And usually in pretty swift water. So that was now you got me on a mission.
Well, do you want to talk for like 5 more minutes about them, and I'll go grab a redheaded puppy, and they can see one of the redheaded puppies before we go?
Yeah, you go see if you can find whichever one's still awake.
We showed them the white one last time, I think.
Go get the big chunky monkey. He was being awful cuddly earlier, right before Charlie left. He was awake and attempting to walk, which wasn't really a walk. It was a walk, a stumble, a fall, walk, stumble, fall. Yeah, and their eyes are all open, and they're getting ready to be a lot of fun right now. And a handful. Yeah, and I think everybody needs to see a nice little puppy for Mother's Day. It'd be a good treat, and knowing her, she probably won't bring just one. She'll bring them both. Yeah, she's probably doing that too. She's probably getting that set to the side. I would not doubt that select pet. She's going to grab a Red Bull, have it set off to the side, but bring a puppy yet instead. Oh, here she comes. What she got? She got one or two?
I just got one.
Oh, just got one.
The other one was sleeping.
Oh, you wrapped it up in a towel. You didn't want to get pooped on like me?
Well.
Oh, you didn't want to take the risk?
Mm-hmm.
The chance?
We'll make your debut. Say hi. You want to yawn? Hi.
He says, you held me away from your body.
I know. This is puppy.
Is that the biggest?
This is the biggest one.
This is the big one.
This is firstborn.
Oh, big yawn. Big yawn for the camera.
Say hi. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a cuteness overload for sure.
My little teddy bears.
He said, oh, he's wiggling. Oh, now you're taking the risk.
Mm-hmm.
Taking the big risk, getting close. They love to absolutely be held tight at this point in their stage.
They're just now starting to. Yeah.
And I don't want to talk over her because Kerri will start just talking to the dog.
Be like, here, little buddy. Here, little buddy. They're just so cuddly.
Yeah, they're nothing but big, giant cotton balls at
But this is the firstborn. This is by far the biggest one. Say hi. I know.
Yeah, you can't hold him away from you.
He likes to be right there.
Hey, Chevy Fish. Nope. There we go. Yeah, he's a good boy. Yeah,
Yeah, they're all boys.
Yeah, ended up with 3 boys.
Mm-hmm.
Got to compete against Kerri. That keeps her busy. Give her 3 more boys.
Mm-hmm. Something else to take care of that I love.
Yeah, he's not scared anymore. He just you
They
can't.
just look like teddy bears.
Not scared anymore. She just can't hold him away from her body.
Yeah, they like to be almost squeezed, to tell you the truth. They're so fluffy that their body, they look a little bigger than they actually are because it's so much fur. But I will probably let you guys go.
Well, let's just tell them.
Oh, what?
Well, we'll just be done.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, unless Brighton's coming out, I gotta do homework with him. I need to go put the puppy back. But
well, thanks everybody for showing up. Thanks for all the super chats, super
I really
stickers.
appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Yep, thank you for the coffee fund.
You guys are so sweet.
We appreciate it. I hope everybody has a wonderful Mother's Day. All those moms out there, thank you so much. I know I appreciate you. I got a lot of moms. I got more than one. It takes more than one mom to keep me in line.
So. I just appreciate you guys for being here and listening to our completely random Sunday live chat. So thank you guys. And I will see you guys all in Q's stream, I think, here in the next, it should start here in the next little over 30 minutes or so. So I'll see you guys all in the next one.
Everybody have a good rest of the weekend, and we'll catch you in the other streams. Peace.
Happy Mother's Day, you guys. Bye.
Bye.